The children's edition of United Nations Agenda 21. Blatant Anti-Human Propaganda. Children are the future. The course of humanity is ultimately dependent on what the little human beings of the world are taught today. The United Nations understands this, and this is why they publish materials attempting to influence the attitudes and beliefs of children, often presenting only one side of an argument with a goal of having these children's beliefs and attitudes be more aligned with the future goals of the United Nations. This is called propaganda. And the children's book promoted by the UN, Rescue Mission Planet Earth, a children's edition of Agenda 21, published in 1994, is definitely propaganda. According to the book's introduction, the purpose of publishing Rescue Mission was to condense the massive United Nations plan for the 21st century, Agenda 21, quote, into a language that ordinary people can understand, end quote. A critical thinker at this point may ask, why was not the original plan written in a language that ordinary people can understand? I have taken the time to read and analyze the original plan, Agenda 21, and my guess as to why it was not written in a language that ordinary people can understand is the average person may more easily come to the same conclusion that I came to, that Agenda 21 is a plan by the United Nations to gain more decision-making power or sovereignty from countries and create a world in which every resource, water, animals, food, etc., even human resources, and population size is tracked, collectivized, and controlled by a group of non-elected bureaucrats at the UN, working in conjunction with big corporations and non-governmental organizations, NGOs. Interesting to note, also in the introduction of Rescue Mission, there is an opening quote by the former General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union and former leader of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, about needing to save the planet from destruction. The fact that Gorbachev is a communist and openly being promoted in UN literature should not come as a surprise, as the United Nations is an organization with a collectivist philosophy as well as having many specific connections to communism. In an effort not to stray away from this specific critique of Rescue Mission, I will not detail the history of the United Nations and their connection with communists and collectivism in this examination, but intend to do so in the future. Among the many controversial ideas discussed, or maybe pushed through propaganda is a better way to put it, in Rescue Mission are: humans are bad for and ruining the earth. There is an urgent need to reduce population, including through abortions. A lowering of the standard of living is required for inhabitants of first world countries, and a world government is needed to fix the problems of the globe. In the next parts of this series, I will be detailing each of these categories and more. I'm breaking this analysis of Rescue Mission Children's Edition of Agenda 21 into sections because it's quite long and I feel it is better for various reasons to have separate segments for each section. If the next part isn't uploaded by the time you're watching this, subscribe to the channel and you'll see it pop up in the near future. Thanks for watching.